Hey guys, and welcome to the next tutorial for certified ethical hacking. In this tutorial we'll be taking a look at gathering information of people through their emails and or in short gathering companies email IDs. For example, I taught you how we could do that in Windows, but there's a more sophisticated way which we could do over here using Kali Linux. So I'll just come back over here, and I told you that there are a lot of other information which you could see over here. There are a lot of other tools, but if you think that these are the only tools right now which there are in Kali Linux, then you're wrong. If you remember properly, I told you that there are like more than 400 or 500 tools built in Kali Linux. As you can see, we have the HTTP track, the OWASP, and a lot of important tools. But where are other tools? These are not like, these hardly count to a total of like 100 or tools at the most. So you can click over here. And as you can see, this is where we get, so this is the information gathering tool. If you click on this, these are the tools what I'm talking about. So I will be using a few of them right now: the DNS enum, the DNS Map, the DNS Recon, and where did it go? The URL Crazy. These are the things which I would be using as of now. So I'll just go open my terminal and leaf pad, and I'll note that down, which I would be using today. Okay, I'll have to open the leaf pad from over here. So our first thing I'll be using is DNS enum. So let's see what DNS enum is exactly. So okay. As you can see, as soon as I type, so you can see that this is the brute force, this is the speech. You can use the DNS server for A, and this is how you can use this. So DNS enum actually gathers the number of the search pages from a process and will give you the necessary required information. You can use the -r version to go ahead and calculate the specific version. So if I type, let's say for example, www.google.com, let's see what we get. As you can see, the host address is this. So in this is how you can go ahead and gather information about specific websites. So let's say for example, we saw a few websites over here, so I'll just go over here and check. Okay, so let's say for example the Kali Linux, the official. So I'll just go ahead and check at the own www.kali.org and see what information we get over here. And I'll just go over here and type the same thing and enter. So as you can see, I instantly got the IP address of that company. Unless query actually failed, I could however do that by using whois. So I'll just type whois www.kali.org, and I'll get the required information over here. So whois server, okay, so I think that their actual website is quite secured. So this is one thing. And next thing that I would be teaching you would be the DNS enum that you saw. So let's see the DNS Map and the DNS Recon. Let's see what these things can do. DNS Map, as you can see, I could go ahead and use a word list to go ahead and scan the networks over there in a company's specific organization. And I could use a word list in case I have, but since I don't, I'll just type the target domain. So let's say for example it is www.microsoft.com. Let's see what we get. So by default, if you don't provide any kind of word list, it will use the built-in word list that Kali has with the maximum random delay of 10 milliseconds. So let's see what information we get over here when using this. And by that time, we'll also open the DNS Recon. And we'll just wait till our results get completed. With DNS Recon, these are things that you could go ahead and gather information and create domain lookup about specific organizations. These are how actually hackers gain information about in reality. And once they gain information, this is where Maltico comes in between. It's a tool where you could save information, and Maltico will go ahead and combine all the information and give you a specific detailed information about how it works actually. So this is the latest version of Maltico Chlorine. So I'll just wait till this gets installed. So I think DNS Map will take quite a bit of time. So by that time, I'll just go ahead and Let me check CS results file, display delay milliseconds. Okay, so by the time this gets installed, I'll just, instead of this, I'll just type, okay, I'll think Maltigo is running right now. Perfect. So this is a great tool to gather information and stay information about any specific organization. And this is how it looks like. You will need to go ahead and register in order for you to use this. Okay. I think to some error this will not go, but this is how it looks like. And as of now, I won't be able to log in because I'm logging in from a virtual machine. I'll need to gather the specific certificate, but I would just type over here as D3000. That would be for a less amount of time. Previously it was 10 milliseconds. Now it's gathered information on the basis of 3000 milliseconds. So it will take quite a bit of time till it gets information. By that point of time, we'll go ahead and use the DNS Recon. And I'll just type -d and www.google.com. Let's see what we get over here. So as you can see, the MX records were not able to get information. Let's see if we get the same thing for Microsoft.com. Oh, great. So I'll just go ahead and minimize this. And as you can see, I got a lot of information about Microsoft.com. That means their CNAME. Since Google is search engine, I probably won't get much information about this. But this specific information about Microsoft is not that good. It gave me the CNAME of that information, where the email addresses are actually routed and everything. So I could also go ahead and search the same for any other website. Let's say, for example, let's say ubuntu.com. I don't know whether such kind of website actually exists. I think it exists. And MX records were not able to get resolved, but that means where it is routed to. But these information are sufficient enough for us to go ahead and gather information. So there's one more tool which I would like to obviously show you over here. So we have DNS Tracer, DNS Walk. The one which I'm looking for right now would be the one I told you previously. That would be URL Crazy. What URL Crazy does is that it gathers similar similar addresses with your domain. For example, if I type something like URL Crazy, it will go ahead and gather all the necessary information about that specific website. So if I type URL Crazy space www.google.com, so what it would do is that it would give me similar domains with having the similar, let's say for example, similar names. So as you can see, there are a lot of websites with the name of google.com, which obviously hackers have created to obviously confuse people. It's www.google.com with www.goggle.com and goog.com and a lot of other things. These are obviously, and you can also go ahead and gather information about them. So just in case your company, you see someone from your company visiting any of these fake websites, you can make sure that one or the other hacker is trying to fool one of your employees to gather their credentials and then log in your system. Similarly, you can gather a lot of other information about other websites as well. I could just go ahead and see how secure is Microsoft. Okay, 175. This is even worse than what I thought actually it would be than the Google. So as you can see, many people have created Microsoft with the name of Microsoft as edu, ess, fr, and yeah, there's just no end to that. So let's see the ubuntu.com, which we saw previously, and finally we will be seeing the kali.org as well. So 137, this is actually quite decent than the previous two, ubuntu.com. Some of these are not actually compulsorily that these may be false. This can even be, some websites may even be true or actual domain. I'll just type www.kali.org and 108. Okay, that's quite good. Actually, kali.su, and some of them are quite actually real. That's kali.edu and kali.eus. So let's see what all the other things we could do with the URL Crazy. URL Crazy, and I could also check the domain popularity with Google. So I'll just type URL Crazy -p, and let's say I'll just type www.microsoft.com. And it will also give me the how much popular is it with Google exactly. Okay, as you can see, these are the IP addresses and these are the bit flopping as to how popular is they are with Google, and this is how they look like exactly. So I think as of now, you must have gotten information exactly how these things work. So these things are actually quite pretty explanatory, and you can just go and try each and every one of them, and just try them in a virtual machine so that you don't mess your own system up. And we also have Windows version over here on which you can go ahead and test these things, create your own domain through your Windows system using the Apache server and try to install them. So I think that would be it for this tutorial as of now, and in the next tutorial I'll be continuing with the hacking stuff, something in deeper by actually going ahead and hacking the host system of my Windows version. So that would be it for this tutorial as of now. So thank you for watching this tutorial, guys, and have a nice day ahead.